So I'm looking at webmail. Now I'm able to see that I could, out of all the emails I have in my inbox, list my top 10 for me. So if we click that, this particular prompt shows us basically what it's going to ask the AI to do, and it's got some fill in the blanks, almost like a Mad Lib. You remember those when we were kids, right? Give me an in. So I'm going to give it a sender and a word or a phrase that I'm interested in. I'll just pick AI in this case, and we'll submit. And it will analyze my message queue and come back with suggestions for me of which emails are most likely to need attention. So you may or may not have enough emails in your inbox on any given day for this to be helpful, but some people have dozens or even hundreds of unread emails in their inbox at any given day. Something like this is a good way to leverage AI to try and shorten the time that we're having to spend to find those things. So it's summarizing them for me. You'll notice there are other ones here that form different purposes. So I have 3 that are highlighted for me. I could suggest a reply for the email I'm on. I could summarize a current email. Let's pick one that's got a little bit more of a thread to it. So if I tell it to summarize the current email, notice that it's looking specifically at the one that I'm clicked on rather than the whole queue of messages. And now it's summarizing that recent one from us. It's highlighting any key takeaways, any action items I might need to have as well. Again, depending on what you have in your inbox, these are good examples of how AI can help you to manage some of these things that would take you a lot longer on your own. We could also suggest a reply. So it will look at the current email, tell you what are the unread ones, here's the action items, and here's the suggested reply. So you could take this and copy it and paste it into a new email if that's helpful. A lot of you may be doing some of this already in tools like ChatGPT or in Copilot. The challenge there is that it's in another window, right? So you have to take the context of it, put it in either as a text file or as copy and paste. And the convenience of having this as a panel over here on the right really makes this a lot easier for you to use, and therefore, project this out for your end users as well, the ones that don't quite know yet how to use something like ChatGPT. What would I even ask it to do for me, or how would I construct the instructions around that to do it? This idea of having suggested prompts in context of where people are browsing can really help them to start getting benefits from it immediately, even before they learn how to write prompts themselves. You'll notice under See More prompts that we can have more things here. So some of these are in the idea of reading things for me, minimizing the time I have to read. Some are in the example of minimizing the time it takes me to write something back. We also have some examples of just how-to prompts. A lot of things right now are done by basic help items, right? We have, for instance, a very basic help item I know we do about the snooze feature in Outlook inbox. But those kind of things can be done with prompts as well. The AI assistant has access to all that help information that the software vendor makes available. So for basic help items, we can make those as prompts, suggest prompts for questions we know people are likely to have, which takes some of the load off of you as a content author to create those and to keep them maintained as Microsoft inevitably changes things. It allows you to spend your time managing help items on things that matter more, things that are a little more interactive, those advanced things like a walkthrough, or things that are unique to your company. You can spend less time creating out-of-the-box functionality, how-to questions, and let AI do those kind of things just by staging the questions you think people are likely to have. So if we click to edit, you'll notice it's the editor opening up. Basic information, the title that it appears by in the panel, description that helps for search and hovers and things like that. Here's the basic prompt that's being submitted. And in the background, it's also got the place where we can put back-end instructions that describe and help that prompt to be more consistent, more usable, consistently and shareable with others. That allows you as an admin to create a prompt that will help others. So you know your users and your environment better than we do. You'll likely be able to supplement with other prompts that will help your users, places you may already be using various tools. This will help make it easier to deliver those prompts to people for use.